As the world starts healing due to mass vaccination and social distancing, more and more people are starting to think about traveling around the world again. We see these travel vloggers talk about traveling spontaneously, getting inspired by travel videos, searching for cheap flight tickets, booking them, packing your bags, and hitting the road. But what most people don't tell you about is that some people are more privileged to have strong passports that allow them to travel around the world to many places visa-free, or they get visa on arrival very easily. And there are some weaker passports which allow you to travel visa-free for tourism in very few countries. And even getting visas for other countries is difficult for them. So depending on the passport you have, spontaneous traveling might not be an option always. So in this short video, I'm going to share with you guys, if you have a weaker passport, how in spite of that you can travel around the world, maybe not with a lot of spontaneity, but with some ease, let's say. So these tips are not going to make your passport any stronger than what they are right now, but you as an individual are going to get visa-free access to a couple of more countries than you have right now as a weak passport holder. And combining these with some good travel history, you'll have lesser trouble in securing visas to some other countries as well. The passport strength of a country depends on many factors, such as the socio-political situation in the country, how likely it is for people of this particular country to immigrate to other countries, and their diplomatic ties with the rest of the world. So let's have a look at this website. If you're not aware of it, it's called passportindex.org, and it gives you the rank of your passport, and it also allows you to compare your passport against others. So as you can see, most of the countries belonging to the European Union or which are in Europe have the best passport rankings. Other than them, countries such as New Zealand, South Korea, Australia, Japan have great passport strengths as well. Not to mention Singapore, the UAE, Canada, and the US. These rank highly as well. And now let's check out the countries with the weakest passports. So right away, since I hold an Indian passport, let me click on India. So you can see that India's passport power rank is almost the same as that of Mozambique, and it ranks lower than Sierra Leone, Dominican Republic, Morocco, Zimbabwe, and many more countries. And if you hold an Indian passport, you can only travel visa-free to 20 countries, and you can get visa on arrival to 35 countries, and you require a visa before traveling for a whopping 143 countries. And if you compare this to the American passport, you can travel visa-free with that to 70 countries. And now, with a French passport, you can travel to 99 countries without a visa. And if you have a German passport, you can travel to 100 countries without a visa, and you require a visa before traveling for only 61 countries. Now, of course, these passport power ranks change every year, but I guess by now you have got the idea. So in Europe, you've got the Schengen space and you've got the Schengen visa. So if you manage to get a Schengen visa from any of the Schengen countries, then not only do you get access to the entire Schengen space, but to many other countries across Europe and outside Europe as well. This is also applicable if you are a resident of any of the Schengen countries. Now, depending on your nationality, you need to do your own research before traveling. But if you hold an Indian passport, and if you get a Schengen visa, or if you hold a residence permit from any of the Schengen countries, then you'll also be able to travel to countries such as Albania, Antigua and Barbuda, Belarus, Belize, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, Georgia, Gibraltar, Kosovo, Mexico, and many more countries with this visa without having to apply for a country-specific visa. Next, if you get the US visa, then using it, you can travel to many more countries across the world, mainly across South America, without securing any other country-specific visa. If you are an Indian with a US visa or a green card, then you'll be able to travel to Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Honduras, Montenegro, and many more countries across the globe with this US visa or your green card. Now, imagine the situation condition where you not only have a US visa, but you also have a Schengen visa or a residence permit from any of the Schengen countries. This opens a lot of traveling options for you. I also understand that getting a US visa or getting a Schengen visa or residence permit from Europe might not be a very easy thing for many people. So my advice to you would be to create a better travel history. Go to the places first where you don't need a visa, or you can easily get a visa on arrival, or sometimes you can also apply for an e-visa and it's relatively easy to get those. The point is that the more you travel, the better your travel history becomes, and it becomes all the more easier to secure the more difficult visas that way. So while it might be really difficult for people with weaker passports to travel around the world, and while it might be a problem which most people from privileged countries do not understand, nothing is impossible in this world, and you can make the most out of the situations that you are in right now and work towards making a better travel history and put in some effort, not give up, and still manage to travel. Maybe not with a lot of spontaneity, but at least you get to travel. And I also believe that it is not a race against time to go to as many countries as possible, or to go to all the countries in the world before you're 35 years old. Traveling is mainly about chasing stories and about creating memories. And it doesn't matter how old you are and what kind of a passport you have. There are a lot of people traveling these days with weaker passports, and they're doing a great job as well. You can travel at any age, and you can travel with any passport. Believe me, you've got this. So if this video has helped you in any way or the other, then don't forget to hit the like button, to post your comments down below, and subscribe to my channel for more videos. So, what are you waiting for? Start traveling.